Hello everyone, hope you're right. In today's video I'm going to show you how my garden is doing in the month of February. So this is the third week of February and you can see the garden is coming along nicely. It's looking beautiful. Things have started to come back to life. Birds are sprouting, new leaves are coming, and it's looking hopeful. The garden is looking lush and green thanks to all the rain we get all the year. So it's been a whole year. The last gardening season was really wet. Let's see how it goes this year. So I'm feeling hopeful starting the gardening season 2024 that it would be a nice year. This year I am planting less vegetables and more flowers, and I have done a lot of work in this garden since we moved here last January, and I shared the transformation video a few weeks back, how it transformed from just a simple lawn to this beautiful garden space where I have got all kind of plants, flowering plants, fruit trees and shrubs and evergreen trees and plants. So I'm still working on it. So you can see these cyclamens are blooming really beautifully. I just shared a video last week about cyclamens, how to grow them, and these are perennial cyclamens. They form a beautiful ground cover and I'm trying to spread them throughout my garden. So I have got one plant here on this side of the arch, and I just moved another plant on the other side of the arch. So hopefully they will fill up the garden space and will look absolutely beautiful in late winter, early spring when not many things are in bloom. My jasmine vine is growing really nicely. It has started to fill up the arch and I hope this year it will cover most of the arch. My containers with junipers and creeping phlox are looking beautiful, flanking the archway, and my archway is looking good. I'm trying to get more stones to go in between the slabs. Rose vine, climbing rose vine is pushing new growth. Loads of new buds are coming up and hopefully it will be a good show this year. Ranunculus are coming back. Primulas, which I had in the containers last year, moved them in the garden and they will be blooming soon, and grapevine is looking good and I'm feeling hopeful that things are coming back to life. These pansies are self-sown and I like them all over my garden. They are a beautiful ground cover as well. I have got lots of strawberry plants in this raised bed and few here in the side patch. This Esclonia bush, I don't really like it, but it's a good privacy hedge. So I have done a lot of pruning on it recently and it's semi evergreen, so it's pushing new growth now and shedding the old leaves. These raised beds are empty for now, but I have sown some cold vegetables like spinach, radish, spring onions, etc. in these raised beds. So let's see how it goes. My lawn is looking good. I do need to mow it once it gets dry, and my box bushes, which I started as little plants around this circular lawn, are looking good, putting on new growth, and I have got lots of dabs going throughout the garden. So I planted them in autumn and most of them are showing up now. My circular paving stones are looking good and I put these three slabs here as well because this was quite wide, so to maneuver around the garden bed. And here I have got my plum tree and you can see this red dropping plutonia is pushing new growth out. This is beautiful evergreen shrub, lots of interest for the year, but especially this time of the year it puts on these new red leaves which look so beautiful, like fireworks. And this lilac bush or tree is pushing new leaves out as well. Soon it will be covered in flowers. And this amelanchier tree as well has got loads of buds going on. It is quite dark because it's cloudy all the time, so you can't see really well, but there are lots of new growth and buds coming out. And this ornamental cherry tree, I do need to do a lot of pruning on it, but I will wait until June, July when it gets dry. And I have done a lot of pruning on these apple trees, so I have taken lots of limbs out to open them so they get nice air circulation going on. They produce a lot of apples, but somehow I think they are diseased, but I will see this year how it goes. depths are looking so good, and I hope they naturalize, and I will be planting more this year, so hopefully it will be a good spring show. And they are quite early this year because the winters, although wet and we had a cold spell for a week, but have been warmer than usual, so you can see they are already coming out. And still there are some branches lying around. I picked lots of them. My brown bin is full at the moment, and I did a lot of pruning. This kimia bush has got double in size since last year, so I'm waiting for it until it's done blooming, then I will trim it a little bit. And my okras are doing really good. I'm really happy to have them in this garden bed because it's quite shady. This is also a variety of red robin petunia. It has, you know, serrated leaves. It is quite lanky, so I'm waiting for it to turn, you know, putting on new growth, and then I will chop it down to see if it gets better structure. And behind you can see silver pyrus. Once red robin petunia is done, silver pyrus will put on new red leaves which look so beautiful. And this hellebore I planted recently, it has got lots of buds going on. I will be getting more of these in my garden. And this lupin is coming back. Most of the things are slow at the moment, but some of them are already coming up. And rhododendron has got lots of buds. It has filled up quite well since last year. And erysimum has got lots of buds going on, and so many other things which have started from seed are coming back as well. So I'm quite hopeful. The containers are bare at the moment, but I will be planting them as we move into the gardening season. And this time of year is quite tricky. You want to plant a lot of things, but the weather, you know, is quite unpredictable. So I think it's better to wait and watch and go slowly than putting a lot of new things in the garden which may not survive. Kiwi tree has got lots of buds, and soon it will be covered in leaves. And last year I have had few fruit from it, and this year I'm hoping for more. My alliums coming back, and these are the apple tree branches, which cause brown bin is full, and these were quite big, so they are just lying around. And overall I'm quite happy with how it's going and developing, and I have got lots of plans going in my head which I'll be working on this year. So let's take you to the front yard and show you how it goes there. Just show you here these anemones, they are coming back as well, and one or two has got birds as well. So this is quite early, isn't it? In February these things are starting to bloom. So let's see how it goes, and let's go to the front yard now. So this is my front yard. We have got a little patch here where we have got these conifers. I did a lot of pruning last year on one of them, and I planted a lot of small things from barewoods or plug plants last year, ground covers and perennial trees and evergreen plants which are doing well. This standard rose tree I planted last year, it has got lots of new buds going on. Cherry tree I planted here, it has got some buds as well. This bay tree is looking good. I did a lot of pruning on it last year as well, and it is pruning again. Lavender plants and sedum is coming back beautifully. I have got few heathers here, and here I had a dead tree. When we moved into this house it was already dead, so we have pulled it out now. And I have got euphorbia in here, and I planted alliums and tulips in here which haven't shown yet. Some of the containers here by the entry door, they have got evergreen plants as centerpiece doing well, and I have got some primulas to go in there. So this is my first purchase of this gardening year. I have got 10 plants of primroses which are planted in this container. Soon they will fill up and look beautiful. I'm quite happy with these hanging baskets. They have got lots of winter interest and year-round interest, so I'll be keeping them as they are, and will have one or two annuals going on in there. This container I have got some chrysanthemums which I am hoping that they will come back, and I have put some primulas there as well. My honeysuckle is putting on lots of growth, so I want it to train of this palm tree which is absolutely beautiful. And provides a lot of interest here in this patch. I have got vincas which are putting on a good show. This big container, and this container I have for 3 years now, and I planted tulips and they are still coming back. So maybe next year I'll be planting more tulips and dubs in the containers as well, so I'll be having them in spring. And my rose bush is going on good. Here in the side patch I have got ceanothus, which has got lots and lots of birds. Soon they will be flowering and look beautiful. It has doubled in size since I planted it, and I have got lots of dabs going on here as well. This rose bush is putting on lots of growth, and I have high hopes for this side patch, although it's in side street and people keep throwing litter in here, but it looks beautiful. This thing I'm still not sure about because it just came up on its own. Maybe it was already in here and I still need to identify it. My camellia bush, which I recently moved here, has got 1 or 2 birds going on, and these creeping frogs have put on loads of growth. They are just spreading all over the place. They are beautiful ground covers. They flower in summer, so it will be a good show. And these nigella as well. And this is a butterfly bush. I'm not quite sure about it. I will give it another year and then I'll decide whether I want to keep it or not. Dogwood is looking beautiful, although I do need to trim it once it start leafing out. And this forsythia, which I started from bare root last year, is grown quite a lot and has got lots of birds going on. I have got few sedums here as ground cover, and this gets narrower and narrower, and there is not much dirt down there to plant more things, so I'm just going for ground covers. And overall the side patch is looking beautiful as well, and it's quite full now, and I have got few more things to go in it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this garden tour, and this is just the start of the gardening year. February is a good month to look out for new things, and I'm feeling quite hopeful, so hopefully it will develop nicely and beautifully. So stay tuned for more gardening videos. Thank you very much for watching today. See you next time. Bye.